Well, I'm going to keep with the momentum that's going on in Edmonton and go right to the Jack Campbell story. I mean, it's out there. It's no secret. We know what's going to happen there. The thing with this signing and about what apparent signing is that they're going to get a very motivated goaltender in Campbell on a lot of fronts. I think things went sour in Toronto on the negotiation front for whatever reason. And he's going to go to a team that has found lightning in a bottle right now, and they went deep into the playoffs. And he wasn't bad in Toronto this year in playoffs, guys. Like, this guy gave them a chance to win every night. He wasn't part of the problem there. He wasn't the reason they lost in the first round. He's going to go to a team that's figuring out how to win. This Evander Kane signing and bringing him in, I believe the Edmonton Oilers are close to being a Western Conference championship type team. Colorado is outstanding, obviously, but I'm going to keep an eye on Campbell.
I'm also going to just add on the Campbell front to think about, Pierre, you're talking about good personalities in that Edmonton locker room. You think about how well he is liked by his friends and teammates. That's just another plus for Edmonton in terms of the quality of character that he's bringing in and how well liked he is by his teammates.
100%.
It also adds an interesting pipeline, Toronto to Edmonton. We've seen that in the past, right? Cody Ceci, I know he came from Pittsburgh, but he had been in Toronto. Of course, Zach Hyman last year, Tyson Barrie last year, and maybe Jack Campbell. All right, free agency has officially started, and we already have some breaking news to our insider, Elliot Friedman.
Look, it's probably the worst kept secret in the National Hockey League, but I almost said Jamie Campbell to Edmonton. Jack Campbell to Edmonton.
Wrong sport.
5 times 5. And there's going to be plenty more to come.
All right, it's official. Thank you. Jeff Merrick and Elliot Friedman, more than 32 thoughts rolling your way in the next few hours. So it's official. That was a nice segue, Jason. It's like we're doing this. This is nice. Because there it is. It's official. 5 times 5. Edmonton has their goalie, and his name's Jack Campbell.
So wait a second. How did they fix that deal so quickly? do you think
one quick phone
maybe
call.
One quick phone call?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've stole the day already, guys, and I think that's going to set a trend for what we talk about for the rest of the day. This is, again, they're taking a massive leap. I'm shocked that they've been able to make the moves they've made in the last week. At the draft here, we saw Kazian go out. They've opened up some money. I honestly thought they were going to have to maybe move Barrie out in one of these equations. So far, nothing like that has happened. This is it's a big day for the Oilers.
Well, it is big, right? I mean, think about this past season and how often we wanted. That was the question mark. How consistent could their goaltending be, right? And relying on Smith. And so now they feel like they've got more stability that they need.
Anthony, we do the Leaf Regional games together. We see a lot of Jack Campbell. How do you feel for him as that fit in Edmonton, usurping both Smith and Koskinen is now their #1 guy?
Yeah, and Jack Campbell, I think he's more like a 1A-. And the one thing I'm worried about with him being in Edmonton is the durability issues. And we saw what happened last year with Mike Smith being out and them sort of struggling a little bit too. But there's a different type of pressure in Edmonton. In Toronto, it was the media and performing, and he puts a lot of pressure on himself. But in Edmonton, it's the players. And when you're not going well, you got McDavid and Draisaitl, they want guys playing at an elite level. So I know he wears some of the losses a little bit hard, but at Edmonton, it's a different type of pressure. I can see that affecting his game.
But don't you think if we're talking about the personalities in that room that they might find a way? Every player is going to be different on what they need to be at their best, but we're talking about the character guys in that locker room that potentially could provide him with, whether it's more confidence or whether it's more reassurance of the way he's playing so he plays at the top level that they want him to play at.
The most important thing for Jack Campbell when he gets to Edmonton, start well. Get the confidence of your teammates that are playing in front of you. Don't start poorly. Start well, and then everybody will forget about all the other noise.
And Anthony brings up an interesting point when you talk about durability, because one time in his career has Jack Campbell started more than 25 games in a season. That was last year with the Maple Leafs, where he was quite good at times, a .914 save percentage, 49 games. But again, only once has he been sort of the bona fide #1 goalie on a team.